Every trader asks this question at some point. Do you fail in Forex because you lack skill or because you lack capital? Before we answer that, we need to understand how trading actually works. Trading is a probabilistic game, not certainty. You don't control outcomes. When you enter a trade, whatever result you get, whether a win or loss, you don't control that. It's the market that decides. You control risk, execution, and frequency. In your trading, what you can actually control is your risk, the amount of money you decide to put on each trade, the amount of money you decide to enter a trade with after you've done your analysis, your execution, how good your execution is, that is what you are able to control. And your trade frequency, how often do you trade? How often do you enter trades? How often do you analyze the market to get a trade idea? This is what you actually control in trading. Profit is an emergent result over many trades. Profit in trading is not about one single trade, or it's not about how many trades you win. It is about the results of a lot of trades. So it doesn't matter if you win one trade and lose two. It doesn't matter if you win two trades in a row. It doesn't matter if you lose two trades in a row. What actually matters is that at the end of the day, over multiple number of trades, did you make profit or did you lose? It is not about the current trade you are in, whether it wins or loses. That does not determine your profitability in trading. Profitability in trading is determined over a series of trades, as McDouglas described in his book Trading in the Zone. Forex is not about winning trades, it's about managing probability. If outcomes are uncertain, capital and skill interact differently than people think. What does capital do in trading? Capital allows larger position sizes. That means that when you have a higher capital, you have the opportunity or you have the chance to enter larger position sizes. You cannot enter, say, a one lot trade on gold on $100 account. But if you have an account like a $10,000 or even $1,000, you can manage to enter a one lot trade on gold. It all determines on how large your capital is. So this is one thing that capital does for us in trading. Huge capital also gives the ability to withstand drawdown. If you compare a person who is trading $100 account to a person who is trading $1,000 account, what you realize is that if you are trading $1,000 account, you have the ability to withstand drawdown. Let's say you both lose 50% of your account, which in case is $50 for the $100 account and $500 for the $1,000 account. You will realize that the mental stress it even puts on the $100 guy will not be as much as that of the $1,000 guy. So if you're having a larger account or a larger capital, it helps you to withstand drawdown. Access to better opportunities. If you have much capital, you have the access to scale up your trading. You also have the chance to, out of that capital, to buy multiple profit accounts to be able to scale up your trading, make payouts and top up your personal account. So having the capital helps you to scale up. You have enough money to buy more profit challenges to scale up, or even to deposit in your personal account to scale up your trading. Capital does not improve entries. Capital does not fix bad bias. If you have a bad strategy, a bad edge, and you have a bad entry model, capital does not fix that. Capital does not fix your trading errors. If you are not able to determine the bias of the market accurately, no matter the capital you have, it does not fix that problem. Capital does not control emotions. If you are an emotional trader, no matter the capital you have, that capital does not control that emotions. It will never help you control those emotions. However, the only thing capital does is that it changes the scale of outcomes, not the quality of decisions. Capital changes the scale of outcomes, not the quality of decision. Skill includes reading market structure, timing entries, managing risk, and following rules consistently. Now, as you know, market structure is an important part of trading where most people take that into consideration. So, skill includes reading market structure. Being able to read market structure helps you to predict the bias or to predict the direction in which market is likely to move next. Now, note that we said earlier that the outcome of the market we do not control, so we can only predict the direction of the market. Skill helps you time your entries. You know how to enter trades, how to exit your trade. It all depends on your skill. Skill helps you to manage risk, your risk management. Now, a lot of traders fail because they don't have a solid risk management plan. They just see a trade and they enter with whatever lot size that comes into head. They don't have a risk management plan, which in turn does not help them to survive or last long enough in this forex market. Skill helps you to follow your trading rules that you have set. One of the most difficult parts of trading is being able to follow your trading rules. A lot of us find it very, very, very difficult in following our trading rules. And this is part of the skill that we are supposed or we need to acquire. Skill allows controlled losses. Controlled losses meaning when you know how to manage your risk and how to manage your risk properly, you tend to control your losses. Your losses don't control you. Your losses don't control your trading account, but you control your losses. So if you determine I'm risking only 1% per trade, meaning every single loss you take is 1%. So in this case, you are controlling the losses. As compared to a person with a bad risk management plan, he goes into trading, risking anything he can, putting his hands on anything he gets his hands on, and you realize that within 2 to 3 or 4 trades his account is gone. That his losses are controlling him and his account, but he is not controlling his losses. Skill allows for repeatable execution. So when you have the skill, all your trades or most of your trades look similar in execution because you know what you are looking for, you know what you are searching for. So the moment you execute a trade, it follows a certain criteria or it follows a certain rules that you have set down. So you are able to execute that same thing over and over and over and over because of the skills you have acquired. So repeatable execution. And skill allows an edge over time. As you do all of this over time, what you realize is that you build an edge, you build a trading edge. So this is what helps you in the trading market. So finally, when you pick up a chart, you no longer stress. The only thing you do is that you find if your edge is present in the market and you execute. Skill doesn't guarantee profit, but it increases the probability of favorable outcomes. As I said earlier, we cannot determine what the market should do. So we cannot say because we have skill 100% we are making profit. Even the most skillful traders have months where they lose or have years where they enter into drawdowns. But what skill does for us is that it increases our chances and our probabilities of favorable outcomes. In trading, both skill and capital act as multipliers. High capital and low skill equals large losses. Low capital and high skill equals limited returns. Low capital and low skill account death. High capital and high skill equals scalable profit. So neither works in isolation. We need both capital and skill in trading. We need both capital and skill in trading. You realize when you have, no matter how much capital you have, if you don't have skill, I believe that's the most dangerous combination in the forex market. Having a lot of capital with no skill, no risk management, no execution plan, nothing. That is when you lose your account faster than anybody else in the market and you start screaming forex is a scam. But if you have a skill, even on low capital, you can make limited returns. Skill is the control mechanism, whereas capital is the amplification mechanism. Skill controls downsides, capital amplifies results. So when you are skillful enough, even though capital is an amplifier, huge capital comes with huge losses. But when you are skillful enough, even though the losses are huge, you control those losses. So see, you are risking 10% of your account on $100 account. When you take a loss, that is $10. Same 10% on a $10,000 account When you take a loss, that is $1,000. Even though the losses are larger, but scale helps you control that losses. So if you are sticking to the 10%, meaning you are losing $1,000 every time you lose a trade, and this will help you, depending on the strategy or the edge you've got, to know your profitability in the forex market. Unlike a person who just comes up and enters trades based on his feeling that day, or based on how sure he is that setup is going to hold, goes full margin, and he takes a loss in just one trade, his account is wiped because he has zero risk management. Or based on the person who also enters his trade based on fear, because he's afraid to lose. On $1,000 account, he uses a 0.01 lot, and when he loses a trade, he loses $10, thinking he's protecting his capital. However, what he doesn't know is that when he wins a trade, he's also winning little amount. So it goes either ways, whether you are losing or you are winning, or whether you are losing low loss size or high loss size due to bad risk management. It goes on to hurt you. This is how skill and capital complement each other, serving as amplifiers for each other. Retail traders blow both small and large accounts. Profitable traders remain profitable across account sizes. The market does not reward money, it responds to behavior. This means that no matter how much you have, that is not what the market rewards, but it actually responds to your behavior. So, what is my final judgment, scale or capital? I want to know what you think in the comment section. Which is more important? Will you go for scale or you will go for capital? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to also like this video, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family before I make my final judgment. So, this is what I want you to know. Scale versus capital. What do I think? Now, to prove what I think, I'm not going to say scale is more important than capital or capital is more important than scale. But what I'm actually going to do is that from the start of the year 2026, I'm going to deposit a small amount of money in my trading account and trade it through that whole year with you guys, sharing every single update, every single loss, every single profit with you guys. So at the end of the year, we will see whether we came out profitable or not profitable, or we will see whether our problem was scale or our problem was capital. So stay tuned for that video. In the next video, I'm going to go into the details of this challenge to you. I'm going to share with you the rules, the account size. You are going to see the deposit. You are going to see the rules of the account. You are going to see how we are going to do it. You are going to see the days which I'm going to update you on every single detail that is going to happen on that account in every single week. So that video is going to drop next before we begin trading on 5th January 2026. So stay tuned for that video. And if you also want to join us on that journey, get ready, get your account, and let's try this experiment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends and family. And don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section. See you in the next one.